Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts Lee Silber and Ellen Goodwin.
Welcome to another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host,
Lee Silber.
It's a new voice for you.
I'm doing a little voice.
Little voice. Okay.
Because I want to talk about the little things
Okay.
that add up to the big results.
Oh, perfect.
And I was thinking about what is it about the small stuff that attracts us so much? It distracts and attracts.
Okay.
Because we can complete it. Because we can
Oh.
see the end result. Because it's easy. Because it's there. And I feel like, why fight it? There is nothing better than checking off something off your to-do list.
True.
So we talk about me being a right-brainer. I'm also a left-brainer. And left-brainers, they're not project-oriented. They're completion-oriented.
Yes.
They're about goals and reaching goals, not about, well, this is fun. Let's just do it. No, we play golf because got to get the ball in the hole in a certain amount of strokes. And that's other people that are not left brain will go golfing and go, look at the birds and the trees. Hey, we're riding in a golf cart. This is fun. But the difference is we build confidence, we build momentum, and we build progress by getting little things done. And we've talked about this many times, and I know I always say that. I just hit a button. At least said it again. But it's because it's the foundation of who I am and what I believe. And that is, how have you written 25 books? 26, actually. Little by little, page by page, word by word. How did you, people who have struggled to get one book out, I understand it. If you think about a book as this giant project, it overwhelms you. If you think about it as writing a page or a paragraph or a sentence, doable.
Absolutely.
So small things matter.
Exactly. And knowing when you are done with the small things, having what I like to term a definition of done. This is complete. And for some tasks, that's super easy. Put away the clothes. Okay. When you've put the clothes away, you're done. It doesn't have this kind of nebulous ending, but there are things where you don't have a definition of done. You don't know when you're done, and it can just keep going. So it's nice to have those small things where you go, okay, I took those 3 boxes out to the garage. It's done. I returned that email. Boom, that's taken care of. And it does, just like playing video games or things on your phone, it gives you a little hit of dopamine, oh, hey, I feel successful. And I think that that's a great way to continue getting things done. You get that little hit of dopamine, ride it, go for the next thing and the next thing. That's why it's so important to make your bed first thing in the morning. That's like, wow, you have accomplished something before you even left the bedroom. Boom, you've got that done.
And I've talked about this before. Go to bed in your workout clothes. You wake up, I'm already ready to go. And, we millennials and the next generation, which is Gen Z, and then it's going to be the alpha generation, if you're wondering what's coming next.
I had no idea.
But the expectations are so high because of influencers and shows and just looking at YouTube. It just makes them feel like everything's huge, big gold necklaces and big success, and what they don't. And it is possible to quickly become rich and famous through some of these means that are available to younger people. But I feel like it sets up for unrealistic expectations. Instead of saying, I'm going to go work out for an hour, just say, I'm going to pull out my yoga mat and lay on it. And that's it. No, I mean, that's the low bar.
That's a super low bar. But
and then
but
you're already
there.
laying out, well, I might as well do some sit-ups, maybe some yoga poses. And
I'm like...
But it's the expectation not being so high that it's almost impossible to do it because you're so afraid that you can't because it's so hard.
Right. And those little expectations, those are great ways to start building habits, good habits. Quote unquote good habits, but let's stay with the exercise thing. If I haven't worked out in forever and I want to start getting back in shape, you don't want to say, I'm going to start working out every day for an hour. Well, you're never going to do that. But if you said, you know what, I'm going to do 1 sit-up every day. Okay, great. And then, sit up, push up, whatever you feel comfortable. You're going to do one a day. And chances are, after a week of doing one, you'll be like, well, I'm down here on the floor. Maybe I'll do 2 or 4 or 6. But all it matters is that you do one. And eventually you can get to that point where you're like, okay, I'm going to change it to 5. And one of the best things about having small, like mini micro habits that you're working towards, just that little thing, is that you could jump out of bed. Like if you got to bed and you were like, oh, I didn't do it, you could get out of bed and do it in like 30 seconds and you've taken care of it. So any sort of little micro habit, little thing, you could get it done that fast.
Yes. Sark, who is one of my favorite authors, she calls them micro movements.
Yes.
And basically it's something that you can start in under a minute. Start in under 5 seconds and finish in under 5 minutes. Something along those lines, meaning it takes seconds to start and less than a few minutes to finish.
Perfect.
And that is your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And those goals are very doable.
Yes.
And because a lot of I talked earlier about Generation Z and Generation Y, they always got a trophy for everything they did. Hey, you came to the game. Here's your trophy. Congratulations. And I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but that expectation can be met by just getting the little things done. Every day you get a trophy because you did something useful, important, related to your goals, something that makes you better, that makes the world better. People, you can do it! You get a car and you can... Sound like Oprah there for a minute.
Yes, you did. But one little thing at a time. And it is the little things that build up to the big things. You can't build a huge brick wall all at once. It's one brick at a time. And that is what your little actions are, your little things that you do through the day, through the week, through the month, that build from one little brick to a whole brick wall of accomplishment.
Think small.
Think small. But be sure to remember to like and review us and be back with us again next week for another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better Show.